don't worry, you're not going to get a shock. It's only 110 volts. So into the darkness we go. Here we've got a moving animatronic, which is rather 21st century, but I think it works very well. I'm not sure about the wig, but I mean, if you're 10 years old, that's going to frighten you. Another turn here, and we've got the lights of, we've tripped it. Today I'm at Stapfold Mill, sitting in a 1940s ghost train car on the platform of Ghostville Station, which takes you on a haunting 40-second ride. And it's a rare survivor of a build-up ghost train. They all build in the back of lorries now. This was built by a company in this country in 1947 to travel on the fairground, and the first showman to own it was a fellow called Stevens. When it was acquired by a showman called John Brett, who travelled it all over the country, right from Newcastle down to Cornwall. He passed away, and his wife Elizabeth was the owner of the ghost train for decades, and she took it all over the country as well. My particular interest is in fairground art, and this gives one of the best canvases on the fairground for artists to express themselves. And this was covered in dark varnish for decades. So full credit to everyone at Stapfold for removing the varnish and restoring the amazing 1940s artwork, which is by Hall and Fowl, which is the most prominent fairground decorators of the post-war era. So it looks good, doesn't it? It looks great.
Ready? Oh, you push.
The Victorians were very good as showmen at scaring people, and the original scare attraction on the fairground was the ghost show, which is actually the Dr. Pepper's Illusion of the 1860s. So they had actors beneath the stage, and the light was reflected onto the stage, and the showman could put his hands through these figures, and most people couldn't work out how that was done. In the Victorian age, we've had 2,000 years of Christianity or whatever, there were still beliefs in rural areas that were supernatural, witchcraft and this sort of thing. The ghost show played up to that wonderfully. The first ghost train was actually in Blackpool in 1930, and it was inspired by the film and the play entitled The Ghost Train that was first performed in about 1928. It was a very well received play. Fairground showmen were very quick to cotton on to something in popular culture, and the ghost train became a thing, a reality at Blackpool, and within 5 or 6 years there were more than a dozen travelling on fairgrounds. The outside, the flash, always had to be more important than the interior. It was packed up to every week or every 3 or 4 days. So what was inside, a few bits of string hanging down to give the impression of being touched on your shoulder, sirens, klaxons, a bit of flashlight when you went round a turn. But there wasn't much in the inside in those days. It was all what the showman called the flash on the outside, which was the flash that gets the cash, was the phrase used by showmen and still is. It doesn't really matter about the effects in the inside, because 80% of the people that go on it close their eyes. If they're under 10, they're definitely going to close their eyes. They won't admit the friends they have, but we know that they do, because they've all tell us they see different things within. The attraction is the darkness, the fear of the dark. That's the attraction of the ghost train. Now here at Stapfold, they've curated the inside really for their sort of big Halloween spook fest every year, which is a huge occasion for them. This is much more for the 21st century. So here we've got the creepy butler here, which is a recent addition but very well made. A lot of attention to detail here. The grandmother clock stood in my grandparents' house in Liverpool for 60 years or so, and it lives on. The rather splendid skeleton there. And a bit of a spooky graveyard scene here, which is truly hair-raising. And there's a scene from Michael Jackson's Thriller here. Another original figure here. And here we have the chattering Halloween witch. Then the doors crash open, and although it's only 48 seconds, if you're 10 years old, probably feels like half an hour.